how to do an effective elevator pitch. Now, this is not just going to be about what is needed in the pitch. We're going to kind of dive into, when you can use that pitch, because it's not just about being in front of people asking for money. A pitch is actually helpful for other kinds of situations too. But also, it's going to be cool to talk about, the best way to apply it. So my goal is to kind of talk about these three things a little high level for you, and then have a little break, and then we're going to dive into the actual pitch and get perspective both from Mikhail and myself, and a little more on what you all can do to be part of this entrepreneur nation. So, with the pitch, the term elevator pitch, I sometimes wonder, where does it come from? Because, did it really mean that back in the day, some man or woman pitched in an elevator to someone, and by the time it reached the top floor, the person had to either say, okay, I come with me, or go back down? But I understand the kind of theme behind it, because, at the end of the day, an elevator pitch, for me at least, means it has to be something that's very, very, clear, concise, and doesn't take too much time. Because the goal of an elevator pitch, or let's just call it an introduction pitch, just for anyone who's confused about that, is to not sell the whole business. It's to sell the vision of the business and get them wanting to kind of talk to you more, or wanting to ask more questions, or wanting to, say, okay, let's go deeper into your business or other aspects. A great example of this is, if you look at Shark Tank, like consistently the best businesses that have won on Shark Tank have been the best clear elevator pitch, where you see the most questions. It's very rare where you see an entrepreneur or someone pitching, and the person on the other side, the sharks, are like, all right, I'm going to give you a check right now, done and done. Occasionally you'll see Cuban and some others do it from a, competitive, like egotistical, wanting to beat everyone, or they just surefire believe in it. But like 95+% of the time is all about, that pitch to get them to say, okay, let me dive further into the questions, or let me, see if this goes further. What I mean by that is that if your pitch isn't that effective, why would someone who's going to give you money or resources or things is going to want to go further with you in the conversation, or want to know more information? So that's why this pitch is so important. So there's many different aspects to an elevator pitch. But high level, though, you have to master, in my opinion, the power of three. I have found with communications of all kinds that, you leaving with three kind of wow factors, or three items in your kind of pitch presentation. This could even be in a written form, like exec summary or business proposal, or even when you're communicating, let's say, how to do like a certain move, or how to do some type of project, like from a how-to tutorial standpoint. Leaving with three things that are memorable will help someone say, okay, I want to hear the rest, or I'm interested in learning more, or I think they know what they're doing. So for me, the three things is really, what is that big problem that you're seeing right now? Like, what is a huge problem? Let's just use, a very, polarizing company, Tesla, right? I have read many articles by Elon Musk, and disclosure, I own no shares in Tesla. I'm not a financial advisor of any sort. I'm just interested in the company, and I think they make cool cars just as a consumer. And Tesla is cool because, they're solving something. At least that's what Elon feels. So let's look at what Elon had originally said with Tesla. He felt that, cars were gas guzzlers, and that they can hurt the environment. And again, this is subjective and opinionated. It's not absolute. It's just his views. So that was his problem. But this is the second part, which a lot of people have to I feel can be the hardest. Instead of just whining about it, or just, complaining about it, and just kind of, just saying, well, this is the problem, and it's the way it is. True pitch masters sense an opportunity from that problem. Because you have to understand, when there's a true problem out there, that means no one has solved it. And if you're believing in that solution, then you should be jazzed about it, and you should feel that, hey, this is an actual opportunity, because so-and-so, so-and-so. So using the Tesla example, this is an opportunity because people are buying, luxury sedans, luxury cars, and they like things with performance. And using, technology, AI, and, electricity and other things, you can make not only a faster car in some ways, but you can make a car that could save you money and not prevent you from doing those environmental problems. It's kind of a cool pitch when Tesla first came out, and all the pros, at least from that standpoint. And then the last part, this is the third part of the pitch. So we talked about what is that problem that irks you? What is the opportunity that excites you? How can you like help solve that? And the third thing is, who are you and what's your leverage? Now, leverage doesn't mean you have money in the bank. Leverage doesn't mean, or for some, it means you've exited companies. Leverage means like, why you? Like, how are you like meant to be the person or part of the team that's here to solve it? Denise, thanks for joining the nation. I appreciate you joining us live here on Instagram Live. What I'm talking about is why you? Like, what is your kind of MO? Like, what gives you that leverage in a sense? Some of it's EQ, some of it's like passion, some of it's like your own specific experience. Maybe for Elon, it could have been like, I almost, got into some prolific accident because the engine wasn't working, and I just realized, wow, if like automated driving or some way of efficiency of running the car would have happened, I might have prevented it. Or, I just realized that, cars of today did not fulfill something that I was looking for, and I just feel I'm meant for it because I've always been curious about life. I've created so and so and so and so. Now, if you're not Elon Musk, then that's fine. You can really, it comes down to how are you the ultimate consumer? Let's take another segue. Let's look at Apple. Okay, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but Steve Jobs, one of the greatest product creators ever, innovators that's lived. And again, we're talking about his business side. We're not talking about his personal side. Don't get all my Instagram Live about how his personal life. I'm not going to agree or disagree on that. We're talking about his business side. And his business side, he did not have a technical degree. I don't even think he had a college degree. I'm pretty sure he didn't. He did not have a proper management school structure type of thinking that you want to get from an MBA school, or never took a certain way of learning leadership. He just was the person who was the ultimate consumer. He pushed for products that he felt were needed and he felt were lacking. He got excited about the opportunity, and his leverage is that he knows how to create products using multiple resources and knows how to make them money at the end of the day. And that's why business like Apple kept him running for so long, regardless of his personal side, regardless of does he have the chops or not to lead a tech product company. It's really interesting, but he was the ultimate consumer. That was his MO. I've been telling a lot of people, I can't stop talking about it, but I'm in love right now with my fitness kick. All I'm doing is posting things about F45 challenge and things of that sort. And so yes, I guess I'm a F45 gym groupie, whatever. But all jokes aside though, if I wanted to down the road create a product for the fitness industry down the road, and assuming I complete my fitness challenge, and assuming I go further in my fitness goals, and I get really, really fit, I feel I'm most capable. Do I have a fitness science bachelor's or degree? No. Have I been a trainer for 10 plus years? No. But I'm the ultimate consumer. I'm a person who's been through the rungs of what it's like to go from being what I would call overweight or out of shape to going through a process, learning how the fitness system and industry works, and then coming out there with a success, assuming, I keep crushing it. I still have a long ways to go. But just using it as an example on a regular level, because not all of us are, Elon Musk or Steve Jobs. But I think it's important to really understand that, because you being that ultimate consumer or that ultimate product person or the ultimate kind of audience member is so key to finalize that pitch.